Hi friends, my name is Borrodante and welcome to The Chance is No Mere Happenstance. This is a new project of the writer Kevin Focke. It's pretty small comparing to the outlandish curiosity that we're working on like forever now, and all that we have to do is the cover. Now I used the template of the cover from The Salmon Amongst Trouts, which is the very first commission I did for Kevin. And what's interesting, Chance is No Mere Happenstance is the prequel for The Salmon Amongst Trouts. So there's that. Now I haven't read the story yet. I will probably tomorrow when I'll have a free time, but I just wanted to start painting it today. So Kevin prepared a page with description of everything I need to know to get us started. So here's the description of the main composition of the cover. Fake exaggerated happy smiles get sucked into the black box. The black box has seductive red lips of a black woman, etched, printed, graffitied on it. Syringes also stick into the black box. They're pumping in a highly addictive substance. On the bottom of the black box, money flies out as if it gets printed or as if somebody makes it rain at a strip club. So the story is pretty dark. It combines cyberpunk with the feeling of being stuck in a system where everyone is pretending and so on and so forth. So the whole atmosphere is pretty dark and kind of hurt. Okay, I read the rest of the description. It's really dark, involving drugs and prostitution and everything, so yeah, tough stuff. So this is a good thing to keep in mind. So let's start with the black box and see where it gets us. I'm like reading carefully the description, trying to make sure I don't mix up anything. As far as I understand, and I think we discussed it with Kevin, but I'm not exactly sure, like I can't find the proof right now anywhere, not in dialogue, not in the description. So the like fake smiles get sucked into the black box, and there are lips on the black box. Are those smiles getting sucked into those lips, like into the mouth? Otherwise this box might be like open and things get sucked into it. Just that the top plane doesn't exist and they just get in there like that. You know what? It actually might be this. It's like 5 a.m. Kevin is asleep. I don't know. Yeah, I think now I'm actually almost positive that lips have nothing to do with sucking in the smiles. Okay, let's try this version, like the top plane of the box is like open. The point is that the main character, who is the black woman, she is this black box of some sort. So I'm trying to figure out the background. I want it to be kind of subtle, but also not too pale and boring, and symbolize the importance of the box for the composition. Kevin said the box can be like wherever, like it doesn't really matter where it is. I'm thinking maybe like do this kind of reflective floor, but that's only if we can make it rain this way. I guess we can't because it won't be falling down. Yeah, let's actually remove the floor. We kinda need the light on the center of the box, because that's where the lips are, and that's where the money fly out of it. So we need to point a light source onto that thing. So, seductive red lips. Let's do this. Well, not too seductive so far. Let's search a better shape. Let's mark in some teeth. Let's maybe smear some lipstick like this. Also, I want to make the whole lips thing a bit bigger. So this happens to me again. I'm painting lips that do this, and my face also goes like this all the time while I paint. Okay, let's add the rest of the details. Money is gonna be falling from the bottom. I think there should be like a tiny thing that's generating them, like an ATM thing or something. Okay, now let's add some of these abstract smiles falling from the top. This is the most fun part, right? Let's actually make it a bit darker from the top, just because I want so. Also because the scene should be kind of dark, like the dark mood. Fake exaggerated happy smiles. Probably the same way, like they will be with lips and like super smiley. Mouths in air. Okay, let's see. Where do I want them to be? Let's mark in the money as well then. It's always a good idea to see everything that you're working with. Let's use Canada for this. Okay, this is a pretty good base for the money, I think. Now let's do the smiles. It's kinda hard because on one hand they should be just actually smiling really widely and really in a fake way, but at the same time they should follow the dynamics of how they fall. So this is pretty interesting how to actually position them, what kind of shape they should actually have. This is like the most interesting part. The description, not the description, the idea of this cover is very verbal. Only based on the idea, but not on how it actually would work visually. Because this idea is created by a writer. And as an artist, I should really put this idea into, like, actually not change it at all and create special subtle changes of what goes beyond the verbal explanation to make things work. It's a pretty awesome puzzle to solve. Kind of like a translation between pretty different languages. Interesting. So I'm making a basic shape of just, a basic smile. Kind of. Well, a bit more complex than that, but I highly doubt that they actually look like they're fake smiles or like that they're really wide. They're pretty much not anything yet, but they just determine like what kind of direction they have to get me started, you know? By the way, this frame, it shouldn't exist like this. It's just to contain the image, the composition, within these boundaries, but it's not really a thing. So let's keep it this way. This is what the cover is supposed to look like. I kind of like the idea of making these smiles like really wide smiles, but also like distorted by the flow. It will make them look like they're a bit like poison smiles, that they're like liquid, which really fits well to the whole idea of them. And they're not just distorted as an image, they would be distorted as the skin, like somewhere more teeth will be exposed because of their distortion. It might look pretty cool and kind of creepy even. I feel like we need a little bit of overlapping. Right now they're really flat, just falling all spread on the image in front of us. Let's make a few like rotated away from us even. I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but we kinda need that, because otherwise it looks a bit boring, too flat. Another one is back there, flying somewhat like this. Oh yes. So one might say these are like sinful smiles. And this one is hit by a truck smile. I kinda love the way the red mouth looks like. Looks so alive and just all hot and all. Let's not forget there are syringes. Let's add them right away. We should have added everything right away, so, well, we're basically doing that. It's just that box came out all finalized right away. So, I don't know, let's go with semi-transparent black spots for now. Or they should be like realistic tiny needles, tiny syringes that drug addicts use. Like, small ones. Well, definitely, why would they be like huge? That would look a bit comic, sort of. Even though there is comedy in this story as well. I assume it's kind of like a black comedy. Dark humor. The best kind of humor. Let's add more. I feel like it should be really attacked with these a lot. Man, I love this box. It looks so cool. I don't know why. Really, such a nice look of it. I hope we're doing the concept correctly, that the mouth shouldn't be eating these smiles. I guess I'm not a very big fan of the idea of that, because it's like mouths flying into the mouth. So that's another reason why I assume that that's not the case. But I'm gonna feel really stupid if I'm wrong. Okay, let's add some highlight spots and all that on the syringes. And on the lips as well, just more light of them. Oh, such spiky highlights make these syringes look really spiky. It's kinda cool, using super tiny brush for that. Tiny, but it's messy as well. It's the same brush, and I'm like shaky a bit with doing it, like intentionally, so they would look like they would have certain complexity to the way they look. Okay, now let's add some main lights on the lips. Also, let's fix this mouth. Okay, now for the bright light on the lips. Brighter and a bit more yellow. And more saturated. Yeah, this looks like the lip color. Okay, the fun begins. Did we not miss anything? Yeah, that's it. That is it. Okay, now let's do some smiles. Starting with this one. An ugly smile drags the lips too high, exposing the gums on top. I think this would be a good feature to use for these. Okay, kinda like that. Pretty cool looking if you ask me. Okay, let's drop these colors in rough spots on all the other mouthies, since we already decided on everything. Alright. I'm kinda loving it. This new approach, the painting just appears without any intermediate stages, you know? No sketch, no nothing like that. You just decide right on the go. Let's add another lip over here. This is what I decided right now. I love this mouth. It's like especially distorted. Maybe we should do that to some other mouths as well. Yeah, let's do it with this one. A bit stronger. It's almost like that already. Alright, looking good. So I think this is a good place to start. We have some more teeth to define, maybe a bit more work on syringes, and obviously some actual details on money, and that would be it. But before we do that, I want to make sure that we got the concept right. So I'll show this to Kevin, and I don't know. If we got it right, then there's not much else to do. Like, I'll add some details in like 30 minutes, and that would be it. And if we're wrong, then there will be another episode. If there's a lot of changes required. Of course, the text should be different, and it probably shouldn't say a short story by Kevin Focke. It should be just Kevin Focke or something that will establish with Kevin himself. As well as the color of the text. Probably black would look the best, because the box is black. It would play well with it. Let's actually change it right now. So for now, like this, obviously the readability of the title is not very good right now, but we'll just add some air perspective on top of the mouths, and everything will be awesome. So yeah, this is it for today. Tell me what you think. Maybe you have more ideas for me, more ideas for Kevin on changing the thing. I definitely had a lot of fun painting this. And also, I thank you for watching if you did. I guess you did if you're here. Leave a like and subscribe. Tell a friend. Smile to survive. Do whatever you want. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. This is a good box. I want this box for myself. For research purposes.